Ether Engine was originally created to solve a problem in gaming, having multi-thousand player game experiences that were kind of high fidelity and quick, that didn't need to be slowed down. And we did a number of scale tests with a partner called CCP Games, breaking their own world record for the most number of players in a single online game environment. What we realized is that this technology is actually much more useful than just in gaming. There are many areas where you might want these rich, high-fidelity interactive simulations, and we've now since then been using our tech to support governments on scenario planning, support virtual events, as well as more impactful things like modelling for the COVID-19 pandemic. We've been supporting the pandemic in a couple of different ways. We've been looking at how the virus travels around the lung network with groups at the Francis Crick Institute. So there we're really investigating how the virus interplays with the immune system and what factors may lead to worse patient outcomes. At the other end of the scale, we've also been looking at massive social networks, and this is with teams at Imperial and Oxford. And what we're doing is tracking how people move between work and home and school to understand how we can control the rates of infection. Ultimately, we're looking at how we can control the R number, which has become very popular to hear about in the news these days, because it became apparent very quickly that we're not going to be able to stop widespread transmission. What we can do is reduce that peak infection rate. We could reduce the burden on the healthcare system. We can reduce the death rate. And what we've been able to do is create theoretical models that allow us to compare against what we see in the real world. And this is really important because it highlights where we have gaps in our data. It lets us make proactive policy decisions. It lets us make proactive investments. I'm just excited by the potential of governments and researchers and industry coming together to solve the world's global brand challenges. And if we can have an impact in this pandemic, that's amazing. If we can be part of the solution to future disease outbreaks, that would be incredibly important to us.